Right, so hello everyone, Phil from DR Property Guys here. We have, as usual,
Hi.
and we're pleased to welcome today Danny,
Cheers.
the owner of Malibu Bar here on Sosua Beach. And if you look behind, you'll see the beautiful blue ocean, hopefully, and people walking by and taking it easy on Sosua Beach. Oh, we really wanted to have a chat with Danny because this is a really cool bar. It's a really good place. We watch a bit of football down here.
Yep.
How long have you been open now?
We opened the first week in November.
Right, so not long at all.
No, not long.
Wow. And the thing about Sosua Beach, just to let you know, is a lot of the bars have really upped the game here. You know, there's some really good locations, and Sosua Beach is, you'd say, it's kicking right now.
Yeah, it's kind of coming back to life. We're getting some more fresh blood and some money reinvested down here. It's nice to see it.
Yeah, Sosua Beach is happening, which is good for the economy, especially right now. But tell us a little bit about yourself, Danny. Where are you from, and how did you come to be down here?
Oh, it's a long story. Cut me off when I get too boring. Well, I originally was born in Delaware. I lived in Michigan most of my life. A little bit of time in Canada, and then Florida.
Why would you do that?
My father was in the automotive industry, so every time he got promoted, we got moved.
trying to be funny.
yeah. It was,
Sorry for the interruption.
It wasn't up to me. So, but yeah, I didn't take to cold weather, and I graduated from Michigan State. And the day after my last final exam, I had my car packed, and I drove to Florida. I went to graduate school in Florida, and said, "No more snow. I'm done." Yeah, it just didn't fit me. I've always been into scuba diving and boating and beaches. Like that's, I don't know how that ended up with me being from Michigan, but yeah.
You never got into the skiing?
I did. I skied. I was actually in the ski team in high school, but yeah, I just, the cold weather. Now I'm good.
Me too. I enjoy skiing, but you know.
Yeah, I'm not taking any vacations to Colorado anytime soon.
Excuse me, I'm back. Hold off your henchmen.
Okay.
I will pay my bill.
Gotcha.
There's no ATMs on the beach.
Not yet.
Well, I don't know. Should I go into business? No.
So listen.
Hey, it's a beach bar. It's real life.
So before you came to Dominican Republic, you were whereabouts?
I was actually over in the United States Virgin Islands. Lived on St. John and St. Thomas for about 4 years. And I had a buddy that had an apartment in Cabarete. He was a sailboat captain. And he kept telling me, you have to come over to the Dominican Republic and check it out. And I was always hesitant to do it because I'd heard all the nonsense. You know, it's dirty, there's crime, you're not going to be able to communicate if you don't speak fluent Spanish. So finally, I took him up on the offer, flew over, picked me up at the airport, and by the third day I was here, I'm like, what have I been missing? This is crazy. Like, you guys have legitimate grocery stores in the Caribbean? It was great. It was like, I was used to living, like, I don't know if you've ever been to the United States Virgin Islands, but they're pretty small.
I'd like to go. You know.
Beautiful.
The beaches are incredible.
Yeah.
Well, the US Virgin Islands, British Virgin Islands, I've not been to, but I know it's good sailing.
Yeah, it's, I mean, the beaches are beautiful, the islands are beautiful, but it's super expensive. Everything gets imported, they don't really grow any food there, so, it's the creature comforts that you miss. You sacrifice those by living over there. And when I got over here, I was blown away.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing was, I had no comprehension of how big the island is.
That's what makes a difference.
Yeah, most of the other Caribbean islands, they're pretty small. You can get across one in an hour.
Exactly.
You fly into Santo Domingo here, and they go, yeah, it's gonna be about 5 hours before we get up to Cabarete. What?
Yeah. No, it's a huge island, and to me, that's one of the reasons that makes it livable here, because I've experienced the small islands
Livable
before.
is paradise.
It is, yeah.
What makes it livable?
But you know what I'm saying? There's everyone's into your business in these small islands.
Yeah.
You know, everyone knows each other,
It's
and
like being back in high school.
a little bit, yeah, or one of those reality TV shows, and that doesn't happen here. So it just doesn't.
No. There's enough flow of people, and then the population's big enough, and there's enough space for everybody to go. You don't bump into the same person every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it you really? You know, you said that you came here and. You just said that's it. What was it that gave you that feeling?
It has everything that I love about the Caribbean. We have fantastic beaches. We have beaches that you can go to and not see a single person all day long. We've got the tropical weather with big, huge, beautiful coconut trees. The climate, I mean, everything. Plus, it's pretty affordable considering the rest of the Caribbean.
It is.
Easy access. I mean, you direct flights from the United States in here. The customs process, clearing customs here is a dream compared to the rest of the Caribbean. Normally, you're in and out of customs here quickly. They're nice, they're polite. Do that in the British Virgin Islands, it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
like Jeffrey Epstein, isn't it, I suppose?
he was U.S. Virgin Islands.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so he didn't have to clear customs. He could just kind of scoot in. Probably had to clear out, in a private jet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Cool. All right. Now I was gonna say as well. You recently left to go to Puerto Rico to bring a really cool sailing vessel then.
Brought my boss's yacht over.
Yeah, how was it like leaving DR? You know, with the customs and all? Was it pretty simple?
It
Was
was
COVID.
It was ridiculously easy. Yeah, I mean it was harder. It's harder getting into Puerto Rico and leaving Puerto Rico right now than the Dominican Republic. And Puerto Rico is U.S. territory, but they're much more stringent on COVID. So when you fly in, you have to register on an app. They do contact tracing constantly, and yeah, I mean it's a lot more stringent in Puerto Rico. Or at least it was 3 weeks ago. They may have loosened it up a little bit. But yeah, bringing the boat over here was crazy. It was super easy. There couldn't have been nicer. The funniest story I'll tell you is that I pulled up to the dock about 5 o'clock in the evening, and I've been on. It took me 68 hours. I solo sailed the boat over. I tied up, and there were 4 Dominican guys, like in polo shirts, Bermuda shorts. They looked like they were tourists right off the cruise ship. And the head guy, I guess you'd say, spoke perfect English. He's like, "Hi, where did you come in from?" Puerto Rico. And sat there and talked to him for a couple minutes, and find out that they're the guys running the Navy boat that's stationed in Ocean. I'm like, what? And they're like,
Undercover, right?
yeah, well, they were off shift, obviously, but they couldn't have been nicer. Like, yeah, listen, tomorrow morning, customs gonna come, they're gonna clear you in, no problem. So I'm like, can I go for a ride on the boat? And they're like, we'll talk.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, just to explain, Danny's got a channel, a YouTube channel called Sosua One, and there's some really cool videos on there, all about Dominican Republic and about Danny's life here.
Yeah.
And there's that particular one is where you sail the boat.
Yeah.
And it's worth checking out because it's an absolutely beautiful boat. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It must be a dream to sail.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
And do you have any plans with that? You know, with that.
It's up to the owner. She's, we're waiting for all this COVID stuff to calm down because right now, there's not many places that you can take a yacht and clear in and not have to quarantine. The Caribbean right now for yachting is pretty much shut down. Unless you want to go to one island and spend 3 weeks continuously without clearing in and out of customs. And not many people have enough time to do that, especially my owner who's crazy busy. She needs to fly in, spend a week on the boat, and be able to fly right home. So when that calms down, she's definitely planning on coming here. She's watched all my videos. She's like, I'm coming. So that was one of the reasons that we moved the boat over. She's like, I want to come to the DR, I got to get down here and see what's going on.
Wonderful. I mean, there's so many opportunities here. There really are. But you do deliveries as a boat captain.
I used to. I don't do them anymore. No, I'm believe it or not, I feel like I'm too old for that anymore. That's a rough business.
I would think it's a hard business, especially on your own. If you do it on your own now.
Well, most of the deliveries that you'll do, you'll have 3 or 4 other guys on the boat. You know, and you do 4 hours on, 4 hours off. The problem is you don't always know the condition of the boat when you get it. So, you know, if someone says, I've got a yacht in perfect condition, I'd like to take it from Charleston, South Carolina down to the Caribbean, you get to the boat and you go, oh my God. Yeah.
Do you have anything, I mean, how long have you been sailing on the ocean?
I've been sailing pretty much all of my life. I started out on Lake Michigan. My dad bought me a little sunfish when I was like 8 or 9 years old. Bless his heart, my dad couldn't swim at all. Not a single stroke. And he bought this sailboat, put his little kid on it because he didn't want me to ever be scared of being out on the ocean or out on a lake. So I've been basically sailing since 8 years old. Yeah.
When's your birthday?
Have you got any interesting tales from the ocean?
I mean, there's a dozen, but I'm worried that that's a little. I mean,
Nothing exciting.
I mean, you know, I've been in some nasty storms, and I'll tell you that the one that you'll like the best is I've got a buddy named Steve, and Steve and I delivered a monohull sailboat from Fort Lauderdale down to the St. John Virgin Islands, and we had to stop in the Bahamas. We had a torn sail. We got a new sail delivered. It took about 3 weeks to get it. So we're ready to go. We're late. We need to get this boat down there, and the weather forecast isn't great, but we left anyways, and we had a cooler strapped on the external, on the top of the deck, spare cooler, and Steve bought a case of Click beer in the Bahamas, and she can't get it in the Virgin Islands. We're going to take a case down. So we put a case of beer in the cooler. We got into this nasty storm. I mean, it was 3 days, 20-foot waves, just blowing like hell. It was horrible. And after the 3rd day, when it finally calmed down, Steve looked at me and goes, I think we should have one of those beers. I'm like, yeah. So we went up on the deck, opened up the cooler, and the weather was so severe that it literally shook all the beer out of the beer bottles without the caps coming off.
No, when I spoke to her, she wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, it wasn't good. So
you were beerless.
That'll tell you about the kind of weather.
You know, I've only got limited experience on the ocean. I was involved in a boat delivery once, delivering a luxury yacht from the north coast down to Malibu. I remember it was one of the most incredible experiences being at the wheel at night on your own. I kid you not, the moon was there, and there was a path of light, and I was just like sailing. Wow, it was unbelievable, you know.
That's generally the way it is. Either it's beautiful and you just can't take it all in, it's just amazing, or it's like a nightmare. You've never been so terrified in your entire life.
Yeah. I never really experienced that side. Because you've got between Puerto Rico and you've got Dominican Republic, you've got the
Mono
Portuguese Trench.
Yep.
Which is quite treacherous, isn't it? That's where two oceans.
Yeah, you've got the Caribbean Sea meeting the North Atlantic. And you get really weird current going through there, and you had some really nasty weather.
But it goes down to, I remember reading the computer, the nav, and it goes from about 300 feet, 150, 300 feet down to...
deepest part of the ocean, I think. I always say it doesn't matter whether it's 10 feet of water or 18,000 feet of water. It's going to have the same effect if you end up in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, talking of drowning, now we're drowning ourselves in beer. So you mentioned you opened the bar on 1st November.
Yep.
I know because I walk by here in the mornings, you obviously did a lot of work to this place.
Yeah.
And we'll show everyone in a minute, do a little look around. What was it like remodeling, going through the remodeling process here? And just give us some information on that.
It was I think everyone wants to know what it costs. I said it seems like at some point it costs about 6 years of my life. For me doing it first time and not knowing really what I knew what I was doing as far as the remodeling. I knew exactly what I wanted to do in my head, but getting the right people in here to do the work was frustrating. It takes a lot.
So you went about it on your own? You didn't hire a contractor?
I went about it on my own. I have a very good friend here in town who offered to help me, and he did a wonderful job. If I hadn't had him, I don't know what I would have been doing. But I wasn't used to the Dominican time frame. We'll be there at 7 a.m. means we may show up at noon. You guys didn't show up today, you're coming tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to come tomorrow. That kind of stuff. You really have to learn how to roll with the punches and get past the fact that this isn't like building something in North America.
No.
But on the flip side of it,
I think it was yesterday.
the lack of red tape and the lack of restrictions and the ease getting the permits from the city simple. They couldn't have been nicer. They couldn't have been friendlier. The amount of people that stop by and go, "Do you need help with this? Can I help you with that?" Incredible. The support from the other bars, which is something that I really wasn't expecting. Phenomenal. I mean, need something? Do you need a ladder? Do you need it's been great. It really has been.
But I must say, I mean, we don't go to all the bars on the beach, but I think certainly the bathroom here is probably one of the cleanest ones, nicest ones. The bar area here is very nice, so you did a very good job.
Staff is great. You got good staff.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Human Resources Department.
We got lucky. Some really good kids. So.
Do you know what we really feel is that I think this area should be open at night. I mean, it really should.
Yeah.
And I don't know why is that not happening. You know, just to throw that out there because Cabaret Beach, you've got to open the door for the restaurants. This is perfect.
Yeah, it should be.
And it really draws people in.
And that's the difference between Sosua and Cabaretta. And we've had this conversation personally. Like, in Cabaretta, the restaurants and bars that are there, they're all titled and they are literally $500,000 worth of real estate. Whereas here, none of the properties are titled, they're all leases through the association. So your rents here are a lot cheaper. Because imagine if you've got somebody that's built $1 million bar on Cabaretta Beach. He's not going to rent it to you for less than $3, $4, $5 grand a month, right? So you've got to get as much out of it as you can. Whereas here, I'm not going to say prices, but I assume you can rent somewhere for $500 a month. You can. So you don't have to be open 24/7 in order to recoup that monthly outlay on rent. I mean, I think that's the difference from an owner's perspective. Probably, we don't need to make that much money. That's why we're not open. But again, we are currently in a curfew, so we can't open anyway.
So, when all that goes, what attraction this beach would be. If someone could pull it together to get it open, I'm extending your day now.
I know. It's actually one of the things I like about it is that sunset, we're done, we're out of here, lock the doors, off we go. But to be able to stay open until 9 o'clock at night would be fantastic, even 10 o'clock. Much later than that, I don't know if I would do it. But
live music,
Well, I mean, a couple of years ago, we used to go to that Serbian bar that's closed. And he would stay open until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, until we were there. But he was right next to the parking lot as well, so I guess not everyone wants to walk at night or whatnot.
the conversation I had with the Sestra down here when I first opened was, how late can we stay open? Forget the curfew. Once the curfew's gone, it's going to end any day. How late can we stay open? And he said, we'll be pretty flexible with you as long as you guys behave yourselves. Meaning, if we have to come down here and take care of a problem, you're going to start closing earlier on time. But for now, I think that El Valero, Manny's place next door, us, curfew drops, we can probably stay open until 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
And you'd have to say in this area everything's pretty well respected COVID-wise.
Yeah.
Everyone's keeping the distance. And I was going to ask you, in your time here and your feel here, and given what's around the world at the moment, where do you see the future of Dominican Republic? This North Coast of Dominican Republic. How do you see it?
It's going to explode. I say that, people go, oh, you're crazy, this place is never going to do well, it's always going to be, look at the amount of sand that's available here to develop. We probably have the largest amount of shoreline. You probably know whether I'm right or not. I would guess that we have the largest amount of shoreline available for development in the entire Caribbean.
Yeah, you say so, Tom?
Well, I think Cuba's probably...
Oh, well, sure. Well, all right, so...
outside of Cuba.
Yes. Outside of Cuba. I just look at it, and I look at the other islands around the Caribbean, and I've seen how Grenada got developed. I've seen all the development on St. John and St. Thomas that's gone on just even in the last 5 or 6 years. And the money's going to come here. You're not going to keep it out. It just depends on when it's going to come here.
What's the price of property like on, say, St. John? Where you were?
I've got 2 friends that just moved into a 1-bedroom condo. I would push to say it might be 600 square feet, and they bought it for $425,000. I mean, that's...
that distance-wise, it just takes that long to get there.
Not only that, the price of electricity over there is just absolutely ridiculous. I think St. John, St. Thomas, and St. Croix have the highest electricity prices anywhere in the
No, I
Caribbean.
lived there. Oh, I was stationed there for 3.5 years. So I had a BMW.
I'll just go back to what you were saying about this North Coast exploding. I've been saying that for years.
Yeah, it wasn't the top of
I really thought, and maybe we'll get flagged for being politically incorrect, but I genuinely thought when Obama became president of the States, that a lot of people would leave for that reason. I was wrong, it didn't really boom. Then of course they said Trump, people didn't leave. This time, I really do, and I really hope my good American friends don't live there under that. Come and buy real estate here. No, I really do think that this new US government is going to change the real estate game here.
I'll tell you what I've seen that's really changed it, is that when COVID hit and everybody had to work from home, it's taught a lot of the U.S. employers that, hey, we don't have to lease office space. You've got a laptop, you've got a cell phone, work from home. We've got 1 customer, actually 2, in the bar right now that are still full-time employed in the United States. They live here. No, they do. I mean, they're work from their computer. And that's it. And they told their bosses, what does it matter whether I'm in New York, Florida, Texas, California, or on the North Shore of the Dominican Republic, as long as I'm logging in and doing my work and making my calls. And the bosses go, I guess it doesn't matter because
on a beach, outside Malibu.
And I see people every week coming in, and the other thing that I'm hearing is people are coming down here for longer stretches. I mean, we still have our weekend warriors that come down for a long weekend, but I'm seeing more and more people come down that say, yeah, I'm coming down, I'm going to stay for probably 2, maybe 3 weeks. I may even stay for a month. I don't know. And I've never heard that before. I mean, occasionally you bump into somebody, but most people had a very sad vacation. I'm flying in and I'm flying back out. More and more I'm hearing customers walk in and they go, I don't know, I just canceled my flight. I don't know if I'm going back here.
Well, why wouldn't you? You can live at a fraction of the price, and you can live in a cool environment. You can work from the beach.
I think the only person that it's important to, if you work from inside or outside the States, is Uncle Sam. Now, I don't know if you know the laws there, but if you live outside the States for 330 days a year, your US income is not taxable, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so if you,
I don't know if it's 330 or it's somewhere in there, yeah.
So essentially, if you stayed here for 11 months out of 12, you wouldn't be paying tax on your US income, is that correct?
In most cases, yeah.
Right. So that
with your accountant.
that makes it even more appealing. evening.
Right.
That's the case.
Yeah.
You know, US salary. Non-taxable salary.
I think the
Is that not?
I think the filing thing is digital nomad, Google ad. I think digital nomad brings you up to tax exemption status.
So many options now, eh? The world's definitely thinking more in a different way. Now you've got a fishing boat starting soon.
Yeah, we've partnered up with a fishing boat out of Puerto Plata. It's a beautiful boat. I'm pretty meticulous. I've never thought in a million years that we would do charter fishing out of the bar. But it's a friend's boat. I went out with him and I'm like, you have all the safety equipment, the boat's beautiful, you've got all the fishing equipment, and he's got a very environmentally sensitive Dominican first mate on the boat. And you know, when I hear the mate discussing catch and release on certain species, I'm like, down here, not all of them are very sensitive. If they hook it, they're going to bring it home, they're going to eat it. And he's like, no, we don't keep any sailfish, we don't keep any merle, we keep some. So I said, yeah, this is the perfect partnership. So yeah, it's going to be good.
The mentality towards the environment is changing big time here.
Yeah.
And I have a daughter that's involved in all sorts of environmental projects. She said it's off the chart. What they're planning to do down there, she said there's amazing things slated for the North Coast with regard to that. But yeah, attitudes are changing, which is good. Even this out here is improving, isn't it? It's going to get installed out here.
I do. I snorkel out there all the time. The reef's beautiful. And a lot of people don't even know it's there. You can literally come down to the beach, you can grab your snorkel gear, and 50-yard swim, you've got a beautiful coral patch with hundreds of different fish swimming around. It's great.
Do you know what's happening with this statue? The next video we have to get out of here.
I don't know what's happening with the statue.
We're waiting to
I think
see
it's
what
still on a
happens.
barge up in Puerto Plata.
I think they tried to bring it down a couple of weeks ago, and there was some rough water, and they've postponed the installation date. So that's going to be very interesting to watch.
That's the biggest underwater statue in the world. It's going to be situated just out in front of here, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what the depth of the water is, but where they're going to put it, I think it's huge. Yeah.
When they were constructing it, I asked one of the girls that was involved in the project, how are you going to get it into the ocean? Her response was, that's a good question. No, literally, they're like a bunch of trust fund babies. I don't care, you know you are. And they're out there just,
you can go there.
whatever.
Yeah, I had the same experience.
Just like, whatever. I mean, I think they only just got certified as divers like a month ago or something. It's like they've never even known before.
Somebody bailed them out.
And now they're in charge of like, we're gonna, whatever.
Well, it's exciting stuff.
It is.
Good
I'll be watching it from a good 100 meters distance. So,
Yeah. Wonderful.
I'm about to get slayed because I called them all trust fund babies. So never mind.
I don't think you're far off your mark.
Hey, but if you trust fund babies want to invest in some real estate, you can like, cool. That's it.
Absolutely.
We got Tony scooting by here. He's another Liverpool fan. There you go.
These Liverpool fans drowning the sorrows of the moment.
It's nice, by the way, that Danny puts the games on. So if you are down here and you want to watch a sports game, I know sports is limited right now, but Danny will put the game on for you. And what do you got? You got a 60-inch over there?
65-inch up top, 48. I'm actually going to put another 55 there. So, yeah, any game that's on, you can get it. So.
And you also have like a beach club concept, is that right?
Yeah, so people that are coming down that are here for longer periods of time, for roughly $50 a month, they'll get their own locker. They get a bar credit of 2,000 pesos, the access to our...
Which is basically $40.
Yeah, I mean, basically we're just trying to make it so that they can come down to the beach and have a day. You can leave your wallet at home. We've got towels, we've got a shower, we've got a locker, and just to kind of make it their little beach home when they come down to the beach. So, yeah, it's been working pretty well.
You get many people about going for it?
Oh yeah, I've got like 5 lockers left.
This time for sale.
But I want to make a family making $300,000 a year with 5 kids.
Well, listen, Danny, you know, we just wanted to say hello, have a little chat with you. You've got stuff to do, I know. And for everyone that's watching now, look at Sosua 1. They're really cool videos with Danny. And you're after a few more subscribers now.
Yeah, we're trying to get a live camera put up so that we've got a full live stream of the beach, which, you know, a lot of places around the world, you can log on the computer and you can see a live stream of, you know, a beach or canyon or mountain or whatever. So I want to do the same thing here on Playa Sosua. So you're at home wondering what's going on the beach, log in.
So if you want to help Danny out, click and subscribe.
Gotta get to 1,000 subscribers.
You're nearly there, aren't you? You're nearly there.
I'm close, I'm so close. I think I'm like 130 away or something like that.
Yeah. And if you could like and subscribe our stuff,
Click all those buttons.
we really appreciate it. Eh?
All right, well, we'll take a little look around the bar in a sec, but thank you very much, Dan.
No, cheers. Thank you guys.
I appreciate it.
Nice chatting, man.
Cheers. Yeah, nice chatting. Cheers, everyone.
My wife has them pick out
All the best.
usual.
Well,
If you don't mind, Dan,
They're not hard to look at.
if you don't mind, show us around the bar then.
Well, this is the bar.
All right, look at it. You got, what do you have here? A mahogany top?
Yep. Nice stools. We've got power USB outlets located in the bar too, so you can come in, you can charge your phone.
Right.
We've got high-speed Wi-Fi.
Nicely stocked bar, I see as well. Got the TVs we mentioned earlier.
Guinness. Do you still have Guinness?
No, we
No,
don't.
the Guinness is gone.
You can see the video that I gave the girls.
So you're literally right on the beach, eh? In case anybody. Yeah, right on the beach. So there we go. That's. Whoa, I've gone down the wrong way. That's Malibu's, and this is Danny. So you see the spot. Come by, visit. It's a nice bar, nice and clean.
Wait.
Oh, we want to get one of the girls on. You know she's going to be the thumbnail to this video now, don't you?
Right? Yeah.
Because those are the videos that get most likes.
Londa, say hi.
You got to say hi to the camera. There you go. All right. Well, Danny, thank you very much for. Thank you
we
very
gotta
much.
get John
for-
in too.
Which one's John? Hold on, John. Hold on. There's
Hi,
John.
John.
Do I have to sign it?
My wife, Jenny.
There you go. And another thing, you got all these flags on the ceiling here, which I think is quite a nice touch. You say in your videos that it's your friends from the Caribbean that have dropped them for you, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice touch. Nice touch. All right. Well, Phil, sign us out then, will ya?
No, well, thanks, Danny. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your company. Love your bar. Thanks so much. We'll be seeing you soon for the next Man United match.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I'm going to
Thanks again. And wish you all the best in your endeavours.
Thanks, guys.
I am not coming here to watch another Man United match. Last one I watched, they won 9-0, so I'm not coming. But this guy can go.
Happy day.
Let him go. All right. We'll see you later. Thank you very much.
It's quite the tripod.